up, everybody? We're back. Happy February. Cheers. Today, I want to talk about my survival guide if I had to do my 20s all over again. And as a 30-year-old, I think I have some street cred. You know, I've been through some shit, so I went through it, so you don't have to. This is in no particular order. I feel like some things are common sense, but you'd be surprised, so let's get into it. Not everybody is like you, and that's okay. I have definitely encountered people and myself, and we always... Something just fell. That scared me. A ghost in this house? Anyway, okay. So not everyone is like you, and that's okay. That really distracted me. I used to say, how can this person do this to me? Like, I would never. And I would have my friends say the same thing to me with their own friends. And I realized that, like, not everybody is the same type of person I am. Just because I wouldn't do this to someone doesn't mean they're just like me. And that's just how it is, and that's okay. You gotta learn discernment and do still be kind, but just redirect where your kindness goes, because not everyone deserves your kindness. Learn to be financially responsible, okay? And I say this from experience. I'm not saying not to live your life. Go ahead, live your life. It's your money, do whatever you want, but be smart about it. You know, don't shop too much. Just have enough of your own savings, or high savings yield account, investments, stuff like that, so you can stay ahead of the game. Nobody likes to be broke. No one likes to feel restricted. So you're just doing this to protect yourself. It's okay to date around, have fun, experiment, have a whole phase, okay? But just like know when to stop, know when to relax, know when to dial it back. Don't date around to run from your feelings. Don't date around and be codependent on people. Learn how to, like, be on your own. And I'm guilty of this. When I was 18, 19, I had boyfriends. Like, I just never was home. I always stayed with them. Like, I totally get it. But it's even harder if you stick to these patterns, because patterns are harder to break when you're older. Learn to be so secure within yourself that nothing bothers you. That is honestly the truest flex ever. If someone says something about you, okay, let them. If someone tries to change how people see you, alright, let them. The best thing is to work on your reaction to these things, because the bigger your reaction, the more power you're giving away to these people. At the end of the day, if these people are saying things about you or doing all these things, it says more about them as a person than you. Your inner world is reflected in your outer world. So start from the inside out. Whatever traumas you have, whatever habits you don't like, take a hard look at yourself, look at the person you want to be and what habits that person is doing, and start doing it. Your inner world is what you attract. So if you're a people pleaser, you're going to attract people who are manipulative, who want to take advantage of you, right? Does that make sense? If you are so hard on your boundaries and you know what you want, these manipulative people, friends, whatever, like, they can't touch you. They know, like, they can't play with you. So they're going to, you know, they're going to skedaddle. And you will attract what you are. It's okay to be lost. It's okay to be confused. It's okay if you don't have it all figured out. I guarantee you, nobody has it figured out. Even 40s, 50s, I don't think anyone really has it figured out. I think that's the whole point in life, is just to have fun and just get lost in the sauce, get lost in the confusion. I feel like we're so hung up trying to control everything that we lose sight of what this human experience is really about. I really think life is meaningless. I think what matters is the meaning you give it. There is no need to be so serious all the time. And there's absolutely no need to take everything so personally all the time. Okay, you just need to relax. It's like, relax. Like, chill out. You know, if this person wants to do this, whatever, who cares? If this person says something about you, who cares? Like, don't get so hung up in what people are doing. Because at the end of the day, what they're doing is, like, with their life. It has nothing to do with you. Which is worry about yourself. People come and go. And it's okay. Sometimes people are in your life for a season. They're in your life for a reason. Sometimes you guys just are in different phases of your life, and that's just how it is. Things will always change. And sometimes people change with you, or they stay the same. Sometimes they change in their own way and they don't align with you, and that's all right too. I know we hold on to things because we don't think we can find better, but honestly the best is yet to come, and the good you've seen so far is not as good as it can really get. Life's not fair. It is what it is, and fuck what it was. That's all I can say about that. I feel like we genuinely get caught in victim mindset and we blame our external factors for our current circumstances. Like, oh, if only like my mom did this for me, if only my parents helped me, if only my parents gave me money, like my parents didn't do this for me. Like at the end of the day, it's very unfortunate, like the things that happen to us, but that is not our fault. But how we move forward is on us. Please take care of your body. I know when you're 21 and you want to drink it up, next day you maybe have like a little hangover and then you do it all over again. Yeah, no, you can't do that shit forever, okay? That probably lasts like a good like 2-3 years, and after that everything goes downhill once you turn 25. So definitely take care of your body, exercise, stretch, drink a lot of water, eat healthy. Please stop eating Doritos and drinking Gatorade. Please take care of yourself. Like, we truly don't think that age will come after us, but it does, and it's one hell of a rude awakening. So yeah, take care of your body. If you can go away for college, please do it. There's so much to experience going away for college. There's so much to learn when you're not in your hometown. You meet so many different kinds of people. I went away for college. I did it a little later because I transferred halfway, but I'm so glad I did it. I'm so glad I was able to have like that college university experience. When I was younger, my mom's friends would tell me like, oh, you know, college was like the best time of my life. And I literally didn't understand it until I went to college. It's basically like a free trial. You get to do all these things. Literally, college was the best. No responsibilities. You fucked around, party. I don't really miss doing those things, but definitely was a time in your life that you will never be able to replicate. Stop worrying so much. Stop worrying if you're fat. Stop worrying that you have no money. Stop worrying about this boy. Stop worrying about this. Just stop worrying. I know it's tough. Why do we worry so much? We're so young. When you get older, you definitely care a lot less. When you're younger, you care more. But I think the reason why as you get older, you care less is because you realize how valuable your time is. Once I hit 30, I was like, oh shit, like I'm not old, but like damn, I'm already 30. 20s flew by. You start to like not give attention to things that you used to care about so much. So if you could do that in your 20s, you will save so much more time. You will have so much more time to put into yourself, into your career, your goals, wherever you want, instead of worry about shit that you literally won't even remember in like a couple of years. Learning how to be disliked. I know a lot of people would not like that because like, I don't want to be disliked. It's an honor to be disliked. It means that you're doing something right. I'm not saying be a shitty person. Don't do that. There's like a difference in what I'm trying to say. If you have good intentions and you're just doing you and people don't like you, you're doing something right. That's what I mean. But it's okay if people don't like you. You're not for everybody and not everybody's for you. It took me a long time to understand that. And the idea of somebody not liking me made me uncomfortable. Like I was in trouble or something. But you know what? If they don't like you, it's not on you. Sometimes you just don't vibe with people. Sometimes you just don't have the same values and ideas or morals. Just because you don't align with someone doesn't mean like they're a bad person. Maybe they just don't like you, or you just don't like someone. Like it's okay. And you're human. It's alright. Wear sunscreen. Take care of your skin. Prevention is the best cure. Wouldn't recommend putting so much stuff on your face, but definitely like at least wash your face, lotion, SPF, and you know, yeah, other skincare. If you can use retinol and stuff, cool, but I don't think you should start that young. I think starting retinol is good in like late 20s, not early 20s, because you know all the Gen Z are looking old these days because they're using retinol at a young age. So don't consult a doctor or something, please. My skin is definitely slowly maturing. Like you can definitely tell like the texture of my skin. It's a little different. Like last year I was using tretinoin, and oh my god, it made my skin so dry. My skin was literally peeling and I was freaking out. I was like, what's going on? I felt like I was going through like a second puberty or something. It was not it. I had to rebuy skincare. I had to revamp my skincare because my skin was changing. I used to be super oily, but now I'm like just T-zone and kind of dry. I know my friends who are oily are super dry now. Like your skin definitely changes, so you have to adapt to these changes as well. So definitely do take care of your skin. Okay. This is probably the hardest thing in your 20s, is to not compare yourself. Like how can you not compare yourself? How can you not compare yourself with people around you are succeeding? Or they're doing things you want to do. And you just feel so trapped and helpless, like you can't do anything. I know it sucks. Like I know. But everybody's journey is different, okay? You don't know what these people around you are going through. You don't know what they're doing to get what they want. Use that energy that you're using to compare yourself and put it towards yourself to get the life you want. The people around you might seem like they have it easy, but you don't know what kind of work they're putting into to attain their goals. Maybe they do have it easy, but that's not their fault. Sometimes privilege is a real thing. I've had friends whose parents are very generous and helps them. My parents are cheap, not helpful. And it's not my fault my parents are like that, just like it's not my friend's fault their parents are generous. It took me so long to learn this. This was probably like the hardest thing I had to like figure out. Let go of stuff. Let go of that shit. Stop holding on to things that no longer serve you. Stop overthinking. I know it's easier said than done, but seriously, I remember I used to beef with like people all the time, and now I don't even remember why I would beef with them. When you look back, it's just like, damn, I was so dumb. Like, don't be a dumb bitch like me, okay? But seriously, like, let it go. I think the one thing that helped me was like looking at my mom. Like, my mom holds on to so much anger. Seeing her that way made me not want to be that way. Up until we stopped talking. She would be like, your father this is useless, your father that. Like, holy shit, that was like 30 years ago. Like you're holding on to this for 30 years. Like, it's so crazy to me that like people can hold on to things and victimize themselves for so long. Like, don't do that. When I say it out loud like that, that's bananas, right? It's okay to be picky with who you spend your time with, whether it be your coworkers, your friends, your partner. It's okay to be picky. You don't have to be everybody's friend. You don't have to date every person you meet. It's okay to have standards. Sometimes you have to really think, like, are these people you're surrounding yourself helping you grow, helping you be a better person? Because you are who you surround yourself with, and I don't think we realize that. I definitely didn't know that. At the end of the day, you want to surround yourself with people who are able to take accountability, give you the space to grow, and vice versa. You don't owe anybody anything, and nobody owes you anything. But you owe it to yourself to give you the life that you want. You owe it to yourself to give yourself the opportunity to chase the friendships, the job, the partner, relationship that you desire. That's the only thing you owe yourself. Like, no one is gonna live these dreams for you. My boyfriend wants to be a doctor. I can't make him a doctor. He has to do that himself. He can't make me an influencer. Like, I have to do it myself. I feel like we always get lost in like wanting people or our partners or friends or whatever to make our dreams come true. But at the end of the day, it's only in our hands that we can make our dream come true. Okay? I just feel like we forget that sometimes. That's all. Always try to learn a new skill. Learn how to swim. Shit, I don't know how to swim, but I should really learn how to swim. Learn how to drive. Okay, learn something that will help you get out of sticky situations. Like, when I was in college, me and my ex-boyfriend, like, we broke up, and the one thing I was so grateful for was that when I left the apartment, I had my own car. I was driving to my friend's place, and I was like, thank God, like, I can drive. That was like the first time I really was like, thank God, like, I'm so independent. Thank God, like, my parents raised me to be able to be efficient, like, on my own. Being a damsel in distress is not it, okay? Like, it's not it. Like, imagine I didn't have a car. What would I have done? So definitely, yes, be self-sufficient. Like, learn how to like make your own appointments, learn how to fill out forms, learn how to do things on your own. Like, I know it sounds silly, hee hee ha ha, but you'd be surprised at how many people don't know how to do things like that, okay? Like, for real. I don't usually give dating advice. I feel like dating is different these days. The dating culture definitely was different compared to like when I was in college compared to now, because I know like nowadays men don't make the first move anymore because of the Me Too movement. They don't, okay? But the only thing I can say is love is also really complicated, and it means a lot of different things to everybody. Every couple is different. Like, it's like no one size fit all here. I do want to say though, if you find someone and they don't like buy you flowers and stuff, like, or they're romantic and whatnot, you can always teach someone how to be romantic. Like, your partner can always learn what you like. Your partner can always make changes to fit your needs, okay? But you cannot teach them how to be a man. Take that with what you will. Not teach someone how to be a man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I can say. Last but not least, just be crazy. Have fun. Your 20s is all about experiment. I'm not gonna lie, your 20s can be fun. It could be tough. It's a lot of trial and error. You're like growing a lot. You're like shedding old habits. You're losing friends. It's a lot going on in that decade. I know. But also definitely like be comfortable with uncertainty. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because the more comfortable you get, the harder it is for you to break out of that. Because our body, scientifically, we don't like change. We like to be safe. Okay, your brain will try to keep you safe. So the more comfortable you are at an early age, the more dangerous it is for you. Because it's so hard to break old habits. Let's say you're 22 years old and you get a job, right? You work this job until you're 30 and that's all you've ever done. You've never moved out of your hometown. You just work all day, you know. It's definitely going to be a lot harder for you to want to make changes when you're 30. Again, subjective, I know, but I'm just saying. It will be more difficult for you to break out of your comfort zone when you've only been in your comfort zone for like 10 years. That's what I'm trying to say. I've been learning to really sit in discomfort the last few weeks because I've been doing a lot of content and I'm trying to do other things, and really like not being able to control stuff, it's kind of hard. Really think about it. If you read a spoiler for a movie, like you don't want to watch the movie anymore, right? It's like the same with life. You know what's gonna happen. What's the fun in it? That's what I'm trying to tell myself. Saying it is one thing, applying it is something else. So yeah, so that's my 20s survival guide. Let me know if you guys liked it. I just wanted to try something new. You know what inspired me to make this? I've been reading a lot of manga and like watching anime and like I've been watching a lot of isekai. Basically when you die you get like transported into like another world, or you're reincarnated or whatever. So I'm like, what would I do if I got isekai'd myself? You know, like what happens if like I was reborn again with all the knowledge I knew? Like what would I do differently? So that's what inspired me to make this video. I know it was kind of weird, but I also love helping people, so I feel like this is a good way to kind of help without really helping. So just think of me as your big sister giving you advice that you probably won't listen to, but at least it's in the air and you're aware of it. So I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.